So friends, thank you and welcome back to today's session. So today we'll be discussing the chapter 3 from the book Breaking the Habits of Being Yourself. I hope you all get along with the last two sessions and the wisdom. So let's go into the chapter 3. So those who have joined new today, the book we are discussing is Breaking the Habits of Being Yourself, and the author is Dr. Joe Dispenza. The chapter 3 is Overcoming Your Body. So yesterday we learned overcoming your environment. Today we'll understand how we can overcome our body to become the new person or to change our current state of being. The brain and the body connections. So we no need to force our brain to go into empty. That happens naturally when we observe. But whenever a thought, occurs in the brain, there are a lot of biochemical reactions happens, which produce chemicals that acts as a messengers to the body. And when these messages sent to the body responds back to those messages with a reaction. And it also confirms that the body is feeling exactly as the brain is thinking. So here the brain and body connection is forming. Right? Based on the thoughts, the body produces the similar emotions or similar feelings. So this loop shapes our state of being. So ultimately that becomes our state of being. So based on our thoughts, we feel emotions, and based on the emotions that feel our state of being. That's how we say, I'm happy, I'm sad. We label it, right? Thought into chemistry. So as we said, there are a lot of, the chemical reactions happen and the messages are being sent. So whenever a chemical reaction happens, there are a lot of electrochemical signals that the brain sends, right? So every cell, it receives the messages from outside the cell. There are some cellular sites are there, which receives whenever there is a matching reaction, that information is passed to the cells. And these cells are called the ligands. They are the three types: neurotransmitters, neuropeptides, and hormones. So what are these basic functions? The neurotransmitters, they act as a messages with the brain, within the brain. They send these messages only within the brain. The neuropeptides link between the mind and the body. They send the signals from the mind and the body. And the hormones, feelings made physically. So these hormones are being produced in the body. So whenever the matching signal messages come, the body produces this hormone so that we can feel the similar type of feelings or emotions based on our thoughts. So this is how it functions. So you can see the images also, right? Here in the right side. And you all know there are a lot of glands in our bodies, which we also call as chakras, ultimately. The pituitary gland, thyroid gland, thymus, etc. So these messages will be sent to all these energy centers, all these glands. And based on that, they generate the hormones. The thinking feeling loop, right? So as we said, so when we think, when any thought arises, so based on thought, our body produces the feeling or emotion. Again, from the feeling and emotion, we feel more thoughts. We think about the past, what happened, or, again the thoughts come. Again, from the thoughts, again the feelings comes. So it's a thinking feeling loop that constantly runs in our body and mind that ultimately become the state of being. We cannot think beyond that. We cannot feel more than that because that is how it's repetition. So what is happening based on that, the situation only, a state of being happens. So the time this cycle defines a personality. That's what becomes a personality. They say, right, I'm an angry person, or some say they are very joyous, very happy person, because when they have the good thoughts, positive thoughts, they create the positive emotions. They go in that same loop. If someone is thinking negative, they produce a negative cycle. And they always say, this man is frustrated, he is an angry man, right? We also label ourselves, okay, I'm this, I'm that. So that ultimately it becomes a personality. So why change is so difficult, right? Because the author is saying the unconscious mind, right? Most of the times what happens, this whatever the repetitive things is happening, it is being stored in the subconscious mind as our habits and beliefs. We also learned in the one of the topic, right? Where we learned about the conscious mind, subconscious mind. So this is being stored. So more than what happens when these are more, the unconscious mind, subconscious mind, it overpowers the conscious mind. The conscious mind cannot think beyond it. So whatever is the repetitive cycle or what are similar cycles, it acts or thinks in the same way. The thoughts come from the subconscious mind. So when feeling control, thinking changes, change feels impossible. You cannot change yourself by mid 30s or 40s, right? Over the from childhood, based on the circumstances and the environment or whatever situation happened, 95% we form a personality by this age. And that's how it defines our personality. Who we are is defined by subconscious habits. Whatever the programming is there in subconscious mind, that becomes a personality. That becomes our identification. So body runs on autopilot mode. The same thought, the same feelings, the similar kind of reactions, right? So that's why the change is very difficult. So what we can do to change this when the body becomes the mind? So because of these repetitive things, the body wants more and more. The body remembers these emotions better than the conscious mind. That means it acts like a subconscious mind. So whenever any thought comes, the body immediately responds to that because the emotions are stored. It knows when the thought comes what kind of earlier feelings we used to have. It records everything and it reacts the similar way. So familiar emotions, it generates a chemical comfort zone. So body's comfort, it's going to comfort zone. It knows, what to feel, how to feel the same reaction. So if you want to change, the body resists the change because this became its comfort zone. The body resists change to maintain the chemical balance. Whatever the brain is sending signals, it wants to maintain the same. So it doesn't try to change it. We resist. Many times we want to change our habit. We want to wake up early, but again, we say, okay, after 5 minutes, or we want to do some diet. Again, because the body wants more and more, it asks us to eat. It produces the feeling or emotion. Again, we tempt and we go and eat the food. It's very difficult to change the habit because the body wants more and more. So it's been used to, the body is used to this. So what happens? It wants more and more of the same chemical reactions to happen. The body gets used to this dosage, so it's want more. So it produces more similar kind of emotions. Many times, right? We also do the same thing. If we take some drugs or pills, anything, if it doesn't work, then we take more dosage. The body also feels whatever, the chemicals are there, it's normal. It's not working. So it's want more of the kind of addiction. It wants more. So the body becomes the mind. Now it overpowers it. So we need to identify what's happening. If you're unconscious, we are going with the flow, but if you're conscious, you'll be aware of what's happening. The addictions to emotions, right? So as we said, the body is addicted to these emotions. Emotion can be addictive like drugs. The same as we take certain kind of drugs, these emotions will be addicted. So body wants a similar kind of emotions to feel happy, to feel safe, because that is comfort zone. If you try to feel new, the body will resist the change. Body craves familiar feelings, even the negative ones. Withdrawal triggers thoughts that restore the old emotions, right? When we try to withdraw, the body will resist. So breaking the habit of being yourself. So how can you break this? True changes reprogram the subconscious mind. So you need to change your subconscious programming. You need to rewire whatever the old patterns or old habits, and you have to program with a new one. You have to unlearn the past and you have to relearn the new things. What you want to become, you have to think in that way. So based on the thoughts, you have the new feelings so that you can ultimately change from that. The thoughts and feelings will ultimately change and you'll become the new person. So unwire old thoughts, rewire the new ones, align body and mind for transformation. So if mind alone changes the thought, it won't happen. You have to change your feelings also. then only the mind and body will work simultaneously. If you think, okay, I have to become rich, or I have to be this, if you don't have the feeling from inside, if you think, oh, okay, how can I become rich? I don't have enough money, I don't have this. If inside feeling is not there, thought alone will not work. So both have to combine, right? So help is only a thought away. Align mind and body, unmemorize old emotions. So whatever you have past programming, you have to change that. Recondition yourself to the new mind. Transformation begins with awareness. So, as we said, whatever the new things you're affirming, new you're learning, meditation will help. As we said, we don't know when we are sleeping if we are accessing our subconscious mind or not. Unless you go into deep sleep, you cannot access the subconscious mind. Most of the time, we have thoughts, we have distractions in the sleep also. Some people they have good sleep, but most of us we are not. So when you do meditation, you can consciously go into the emptiness state and you can access your subconscious mind. So whatever the new things you're affirming, the new feelings, they can be rewritten in your subconscious programming. The old pattern will be deleted and new things will enter in the subconscious mind without much effort very easily. Otherwise, you have to do it multiple times to make a habit, and then it will be recorded in the subconscious mind. Positive thinking alone isn't enough, right? As we said, conscious mind may want to change, subconscious body resist. Real transformation happen when mind and body agree. So positive thinking and the emotions also you need to produce. You need to feel, even you feel internally low or whatever, but you have to feel happy. That's why we said, heart elevation process. Today we'll do the same in the meditation also, as we learned that. So most of the time we recollect only negative emotions or negative situations from the past. But this heart elevation process where we feel happy, we recollect positive emotions or positive things from childhood, whatever happened, right? Where you felt happy. It might be a birthday celebration, or you might have achieved some good, numbers, or any kind of celebration in the family, or you did something, you helped someone, you felt happy. It can be any emotion where you felt happy, joy. Recollect those emotions, feel that, then you can change and align your mind and body. So living in the past. Emotions, they are the end product of the past experiences. So whatever, see, when we recollect any emotions, right, any situation in the past, we don't recollect the image or the situation. We recollect how we felt at the time. That's what is stored most of the times. Right? It might be any situation you recollect when we were in the childhood or anywhere. You just recollect how you felt. You say, okay, that person said to me, I felt in this way, or it might be happiness, anything. Based on the emotion only, you stored that memory in your mind. It's not just the memory. Emotion also will be stored. So replaying the events, whenever you recollect that, you relive that emotion. You recollect how you felt, how you faced that situation, or what happened, right? That emotion will trigger. So when you trigger that, what happens? If it is positive, that's fine. If it is negative, then again, you will think or you'll feel the same. You're going into the same loop, right? Again, the thinking, feeling loop again. So body becomes anchored in the old chemistry. So again, it will produce the similar kind of chemicals because the mind doesn't know that you are actually thinking or it's coming from the past. Just by thinking itself, it will send signal to the body, and again the body will produce a similar chemicals, and you always live in the past. You cannot overcome the past. The genetic myth. So most of the times we think, right, any kind of illness or anything, because of the genes, we are not able to change. That's how my life is. That's how it came. But now they are saying only 5% of diseases are genetic. 95%, is based on the lifestyle, stress, and emotion. The new research or epigenetics, it shows, right? That we always think the earlier research science used to talk about the genetic, but now epigenetic came. It said only 5%, whatever disease or everything, it comes from the genetics or genes. But 95% we can change. It affects from the environment, who we are, what we are thinking, what we are doing based on emotions. If 90% we can change, then 5% will not matter. It doesn't affect you that much. So our inner environment influences our genes also. Epigenetics rewiring the future. Genes can turn on and off based on inner state. As we said, genes are produced from the protein cells. So if you think positive emotions, they can create the new genes in the new pattern without changing our DNA. But if you think in a negative way, stress and all, it breaks down those proteins, so it weakens and you become ill or any diseases might enter into the body. So new emotions will create the new gene expressions. You can literally record your biology. You can change yourself without impacting anything. And you can overcome the genetic patterns also. So elevated states of the mind. We said this multiple times, right? When we have elevated emotions, when we think positive, when we be happy, when we be joyous, then we will elevate our states. We are going into the higher vibrations. It can be joy, gratitude, laughter, anything. So you need to develop these kind of emotions. This will bring coherence in your body and mind. We also thought, right? Our heart also sends a lot of signals to the human brain, more than the brain communicates with the human heart. So based on the feelings, also our mind gets certain things. So if we can change our feelings, it will impact our thoughts also. It will make our thoughts positive. It will helps to calm the mind also. So feel good before the event happens. If you have want to attract anything, you can feel, the thing has already happened. Think positive about it. Don't keep any doubts. Don't keep any negative or limiting beliefs. Just recollect happy things, positive things. If you're reading anything or listening to TV or phone, most of the times we watch a lot of news and other things, right? It can impact. We think we just forgot it, but it will somewhere, knowingly, unknowingly, it will be stored in the subconscious mind because that much attention we give to those negative things. Somewhere it stored as a pattern, and we unknowingly we think that okay, why I'm getting fear, why I'm getting anxious, because those are stored unknowingly. So the more you think, see, and watch positive things, you can elevate yourself. So your environment also plays an important role, how we feel. So these positive emotions, the more and more you be in these states, it will help you and also bring a good health also for yourself. So the key takeaways from this chapter, your thoughts create your feelings and your feelings reinforce your thoughts, forming the state of being. Right? So what you think, what you feel, that ultimately becomes your state of being. So to change, you have to change your thought and also your feelings also. The body becomes the mind when emotions run on autopilot, resisting the change. Real transformation happens when the mind reclaims control and aligns with the body. Once you change your subconscious programming and you also work on your emotions, then there'll be a coherence in your mind and body. That's how the new transformation happens. Positive thinking isn't enough, subconscious emotions must be retrained. You can influence your genes and health through new thoughts and elevated emotions, right? You can change your genetics. If you think, it's coming from the family or anything, they all can be changed. With new emotions, you can create a new genes also. To change your life, think greater than you feel and teach your body a new emotional future. So you need to, whatever the negative patterns, the same thoughts are repeating, you have to go beyond. Initially, there might be you might see some resistance in your body and mind, but that's okay. Slowly, you can change your thought. Whenever some situation comes, try to consciously react in a different way. Every time you might react in a certain way, but consciously try to change and react in a different way. Then see how your body, feels if you change your reaction. It might be positive or negative. Just try to consciously change and try to react in a different way or try to feel in a different way and see what happens, what change happens in your body. And the reflection points today's session. Am I living by habit or by awareness? How do my thoughts, choices, and reactions run on autopilot from the past instead of conscious awareness in the present? So just see, whenever you're getting anything, are you reacting or living in your same habit or same routine, or you are consciously aware? Which emotions keep my past alive? What familiar emotions do I repeatedly feel that reinforce same identity and experiences? And what new emotion would support a new feature? So you can question yourself and you can practice and see what you feel or what the change you see in yourself. So friends, I hope this was helpful to you all. Today's chapter. So there are so many things, right? Yesterday we learned how the environment affects us. Today, how we can overcome the body. So author has given multiple ways. So before the meditation, if anyone has any questions or want to share anything, you can raise your hand or you can unmute yourself. Anything, you have any questions? Anything? Just share your thoughts on this, what you have understood.
Okay, friends. So yes, I would like to add a few more. So yeah, it's really one more great chapter. We all should understand how it works, our body and mind. The body becomes the mind. When our body becomes mind, our body resists the change. If you want to change anything, it will resist. Like most of us, if we feel bored, we look for the phone and social media and everything. We keep on rolling it. So we need to make a change. So that change comes through meditation and awareness. So that is very, very the important things. We always make sure. So we are in autopilot mode or we are with awareness. So that awareness, we have been listening for past few weeks, right? The power of now also says the same thing: present moment and awareness. So once we understand that concept, and we can, you know, slowly apply into our day-to-day life. That is very, very important. We know the concepts now. We are listening and we are practicing meditation, and slowly we can apply those things in our day-to-day life. How we are more aware. How we can stop our autopilot. How we can our body and mind is coherent. Is our body and mind in coherence? We are speaking from heart or mind. So how to balance that? All these things, it's really, the author clearly explained in scientific way how our brain system and neuro system works. Yeah, that's what I would like to add. Thank you.
Yes, Chandraji, you can unmute us.
I think this needs, it's very good. Good evening, everybody. It's really very interesting, deep thinking concepts. Though it's not that for me, I'm not telling anybody. I need to at least grasp it to my system. Then I know it is. It's maybe it's happening inside, but I didn't pay attention to it. And only thing is, I am little not very I am first time I'm hearing this. Some says that is positive thinking alone isn't enough. In under that, the conscious mind may like to change, but body conscious, no, subconscious body resist. What is subconscious body?
See, Chandraji, the same, based on the thoughts, a body also feels a similar way, right? It stored the same emotions, the same reaction again and again. That becomes a subconscious body. It's not something, it's used to that habits. That's it. You name it as a subconscious mind, right? The habits, the beliefs, everything is stored.
Yeah.
Same way the body is getting used to this. Author is calling as a subconscious body. Because consciousness means it will accept the change. If it resisting means there is something that we need to change.
I just loved all the points you are telling because each one I'm trying to relate to it on the spot. And another question, maybe I'm asking, so it's okay, I want to ask it. The autopilot, who is doing the autopiloting? Is that the body or mind or is it psychosomatics? Because when Ramesh said it, it's like it's very easy, everything autopiloting. I don't even know who is doing it. My heart is, my brain is doing, or my body is cooperating. They have to cooperate with each other. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. That's why psychosomatics problems come. As long as we are aware.
Both vice versa, Chandraji. The first thing is our mind, because if
Ah,
you're consciously aware, then we know our thoughts. But
ah,
here, autopilot is a body, because based on thoughts and feelings, it produces the chemicals and we act, reaction,
okay.
everything will comes, right? Yes. Most of
Okay, so body has to go along with the mind.
yes.
Mind and that is interesting. My mind cannot control. Mind is the master. Okay, I'm able to see it. I'm just taking it. That's and also the epigenetics. I had written something on the last phone conference, the person who talked. In that, it was said the epigenetics is nothing to be the, even the person, that child, even in that, what do you call the small inside, before the baby is fully born, it is able to have some kind of feelings. And when the baby was born, it doesn't like its mom. It doesn't like to do anything with her and stuff, cried because she was so many times, her life was so bad, mom's life. So she was going to commit suicide, and so many times they want to remove the baby, dissolve the baby and stuff, her husband. So this is affecting the baby, the atmosphere. So when the baby came out, that lady is talking us that she was the baby inside. She talked about how she got migraine. Because of that, she got so much migraine. She couldn't like her mom. And these are all nothing, nobody has migraine in the family. It's not at all genetics. So that was really thing. But how the epigenetics, you said something about the protein. Is that the new protein whenever there's high elevated stage?
Yeah, so whatever the baby got, right? Now, if they're consciously aware and if they change their thought process and the lifestyle, right, the thinking, feeling loop, they can overcome the disease. That's what it.
Yeah. Suddenly I thought about, thank you, Barbara.
Thank you. Yes, thank you, Chandraji. So friends, with this, let's go into the meditation. And if you have anything, we can always discuss after the meditation. So all of you sit comfortably and close your eyes. And today we'll do the heart elevation process along with the meditation. One second. Yeah. So we'll do a 4 to 5 minutes of heart elevation process. Just same as the meditation. You need to sit comfortably, close your eyes, and just place your hands on your chest area, on your heart, and just recollect any happy moments from the past where you felt joy, gratitude. Just try to feel, positive or joyful. If you can't recollect, that's okay. Just feel positive, think good things, and generate the positive emotion. It can be joy, happiness. This will help to calm the heart, and then in that it will help to calm the mind. This will help to go deeper in the meditation. When we sit for meditation, we get lots of thoughts. But when we do this process, it acts as support. It helps to calm the mind and helps us go deeper into the meditation because we are going to positive states. So ultimately, the thoughts also will be reduced. And right after that, we'll do our regular breath mindfulness meditation. So once the heart elevation process is done, you can just remove your hands and clasp your hands as usual we do in the meditation, and then sit comfortably and then observe your breath. In the heart elevation, we recollect, we are not observing the breath, we are recollecting, we are thinking. But here in the breath mindfulness meditation, we are not thinking anything. When we come to this zone, just be normal and just observe your breath. As you observe your breath, you'll go into a thoughtless state. So you just follow the guidance and we'll do this process. Dear friends, dear masters, Gently close your eyes. Keep your hands resting on your chest area, allowing your attention to settle into your sacred heart space. Let your body soften. Let your breath become natural. Now, gently bring your attention to the area of your heart in the center of your chest. Imagine your breath flowing in and out through this heart area. Breathe in through your heart and breathe out through your heart. Continue breathing slowly and gently as if your heart itself is breathing. Now, recall a feeling of joy, compassion, appreciation, gratitude, or care. Can you feel your beautiful heart, the seat of all emotions, nurturing all your life with its energies of love, joy, and compassion? Recollect an experience from your past, from your present, or simply imagine living in a higher emotion from a vision of your future, or from any moment that generates love, kindness, or joy. This may be hugging someone, spending time in nature, playing with children, helping another, or caring for someone. With love and compassion. Or even appreciation for your own effort to be right now. Feel that emotion fully. The more you experience the energies of love, compassion, and joy, the more coherent you become, the more whole and unified you feel. Let this feeling gently grow. Feel the energy in your heart. Relive that moment right now. Allow your heart rhythm to become smooth and coherent like gentle waves. Your nervous system is receiving the signal that you are safe, balanced, and at ease. Now, slowly bring your awareness back. Carry this sense of coherence and calm with you into the rest of your day. And gently, let's continue into breath mindfulness meditation. Dear friends, with your eyes closed, fingers into fingers, hands gently placed on your lap, observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. Don't forcefully inhale or exhale. Just observe your breath. As you observe your breath, mind becomes empty. We are going into group meditation. This time is for yourself. Let thoughts come and go. Whenever you realize you are in thoughts, bring your awareness gently on the breath. Be with your breath, dear friends. Go deeper and deeper into yourself. Allow yourself to experience the emptiness inside you and around you. Be with your breath, dear friends. Don't get distracted by your thoughts. Be as an observer. Observe what's happening inside you. Bring your awareness back to the body. Recollect your experiences. What did you see and how did you feel? Friends, at this moment, let's express gratitude. Gratitude to our parents, teachers, and mentors. Gratitude to our family members, friends, and everyone we know. Gratitude to Mother Earth, plants, and animals. Last but not least, gratitude to all the devices through which we are all connected. Let's elevate ourselves with these energies, with this feeling of love and compassion. Whenever you're ready, just place your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then slowly open your eyes. Welcome back, friends. I hope you had a good meditation today. Yeah. If anybody want to share or ask any questions, you can unmute yourself. Those who feel like continuing with the same energy or meditation, you can continue. So friends, tomorrow and day after, we'll have only meditation, 30 minutes. So join at 9:30 and India time will be 9 a.m. So the weekends. So we'll see you all tomorrow. As usual, we post the message in the group so you can join accordingly. And yes, thank you everyone. Have a good night and have a good day. Bye.